moving, but we can move on to the play. You ready for the playoffs?
Yeah, let's do the playoffs, man. Let's go there. You want to start? Or you want me to start?
Okay, we go AFC first. Might as well, right?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. So we're gonna do our seeding, right? You can kick all the AFC. I
Okay,
got it.
okay.
I
I'll
got it.
kick it off the AFC. I got my seating all lined up. So, number one seed in the AFC, I got the Ravens. Because,
Ooh.
like I've said before, Joe, they outside of Philadelphia, they got the best roster in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, outside of Patrick Mahomes, I do believe he's the best quarterback in the game.
Ooh.
Now, I put him over. I put in my rankings. I got Josh Allen over him. I got Pat over him. Pat for obvious reasons. I think Pat is just ridiculous, especially when it matters most. I know his stats during the regular season got to be better, but it's Patrick Mahomes. I got Josh over him because, like I said, he's beat him in the playoffs a few times in a row, or not in a row, but he's beat him the two times that he's matched up in the playoffs. And it's just hard coming off of an MVP season to say that Lamar to say that just going into the next season. The man won MVP. I
Yeah.
might not have liked it, but he won MVP. But
Yeah.
overall, if you just ask me straight up, I got Lamar over
Yeah.
everybody but Patrick Mahomes. And so I got them coming in at one. They got a great roster. They got Patrick Mahomes. And number two, I got the Buffalo Bills. I think the Buffalo Bills continue to ball out this year. I think they continue to do their thing. Josh Allen, that defense, that rushing attack, I think they do their thing. Number three, got the Denver Broncos. I got the Denver Broncos. In order to win the AFC West, you're gonna have to have a pretty dang good record. So
Mm-hmm.
I see it going along the lines of, you got the Ravens at number two, at number one. Maybe they go 15-2 or something crazy like that. I do think they're gonna have a crazy good year. I do see that. And you see Buffalo go, probably 13-4 or 14-3. But you got the Broncos right there, like 12-5, like, and them beating the Chiefs just off of kind of like tiebreakers and division record and stuff like that. Because I think the Chiefs gonna be in the realm. They're not gonna go 9-8. But I just think tiebreakers gonna break down a certain way. It get a little weird. You know what I mean? So I got the Broncos at number three. I got the Texans at number four. I think they're gonna win their division, like I stated before. So I got the Texans at number four. So my top four: Ravens, Bills, Broncos, Texans. Then I got the Chiefs. I'm not gonna say they're not gonna make the playoffs, right?
Okay.
And I think they just barely not gonna win the division. It's gonna be close. But I think the Broncos gonna pull through in the end, right? So I got the Chiefs coming in at number five, just barely not winning their division. I got the Steelers making the playoffs again at number six, and last but not least, and I went back and forth on this, but I'm really high on this team, and I think you know who I'm gonna say, Joe. Give me the Patriots. Give me the Patriots. I think they take a step this year. Solid head coach, solid defense, Stephon Diggs, and Drake May. I think they make the playoffs. They slide in as a seventh seed, and they get in. So I got Ravens, Bills, Broncos, Texans, Chiefs, Steelers, Patriots.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If the Chiefs lose the division, they win in the Super Bowl.
Really?
I'm gonna say that right now. Yeah. Because they just a motivated bunch. When they lost home field advantage for the first time, they ran through the Bills in Buffalo. They ran through the Ravens in Baltimore and beat the 49ers, bro, who was really good that year. So that's how they that type of team. Like, oh, for real? Y'all think not winning the division gonna hold us back? You win the Super Bowl. But it ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
All right, so my AFC and AJ, I want to say this to everybody who's watching. This was very tough. I want to say that
it is hard. It is very hard
for both conferences, especially when I got to the wild card. It was like we already did our divisions, but get to the wild card, it was like AFC, bro. It's just so many teams I felt like are worthy of playoff contention.
My bad, Joe. You see the comment?
Oh no, I don't.
No, ain't no Chargers. You crazy? No, I ain't got Herbert doing nothing. No, I ain't got Herbert doing Nathan. But I ain't got that man doing nothing. But get the ball to Lad, though. I got him in fantasy in another league. So get the ball to Lad McConkey, okay? But no, I ain't got the Chargers doing absolutely nothing, okay? Absolutely nothing.
And your face, I'm like, why he making that face?
That's true. I had to, man. Crazy. No, I got them winning nothing.
Hey, shout out to my boy Kev. They just celebrated an anniversary, him and his wife.
Shout out to
them.
him. For sure, for sure.
All right, they
My
they
dog.
traveling the whole world. They went to they went to I don't know. They went to some. I saw palm trees and I saw the Star, the
Yeah.
Cowboys. They went everywhere. Shout out to them.
Shout out to
But
him. Shout out to him.
number one seed, the Ravens.
Hmm.
I think the Ravens are going to have a very historic season this year in the regular season. So I'm going to give me the Ravens number one seed. Lamar is going to have another MVP type season. Derrick Henry going to be a running for offensive player of the year. Like I said, they will have a number one defense. They're just going to be unstoppable. And there's going to be a lot of pressure on Lamar going to the playoffs. Like, bro, like you better get to the Super Bowl and win it this year. All right. So the
Hmm.
Ravens number one. And number two, we agree. I'm going with the Bills. The Bills, man. I mean, I just feel like in the regular season, I mean, the Bills will always be a 2 or 3, or maybe one. They will always be in that range with Josh Allen at quarterback. Plus, they play in the division. You see that comment though?
We
You
got
see that comment?
we got a commander,
I asked them to come, and they showed up. I said, "Where my Commander fans at?" And they finally showed up. Shout out to my boy Adam, man. Appreciate you,
Shout,
Adam.
shout out Adam. Shout out Adam.
Shout out to Adam. Let's go, man.
We bleed
All
green
right,
over here,
even
but
Cash
it's
showed
nice
up.
to see. We bleed green over on this side, but it's nice to see Commander
No,
fans pull
hey,
up too.
shout out to my boy Adam. I'm gonna throw him a corn jersey on for you. Shout out to my boy Adam. Yeah, Cad pop up. Oh, like, where my boy Mark at? God dang. All right, on. God bless the Commanders. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's for sure. We have to see these. Oh, you're right. All right, look. The Bills. So Bills number two. Number three, not the Broncos, but the Chiefs. Right? I got the Chiefs
Okay,
at
all right,
number
all right.
three. All right, Chiefs at number three. I mean, Mahomes. Like, it's funny because they could be number one, but it's cliche to do that. I think the Ravens gonna be good. The Bills gonna be good too. So, will we put the Chiefs? Do it matter? Like, for real, do it really matter when we put the Chiefs?
Hmm.
Stay in the playoffs. Let's know that. They're number three, and number four, the Texans by default because they're bad division. Now this is where it gets tricky. At number five, I'm going with the Steelers. I look at
Okay.
their schedule. Their schedule is pretty favorable also.
They
They
do
play
have a
a
favorable
lot of
schedule.
young quarterbacks. They play a lot of rookie or second year quarterbacks. And Mike Tomlin does a good job against those type of quarterbacks. Did a good job against 85. Shout out to Mike Tomlin. I mean, that's just what he does. I'm sorry. So, and then their defense, I'm with you with their defense. I think the defense will be awesome. Offensively, I'm still a little like, I'm not a big fan of DK Metcalf. I'm not. He got all the talent in the world, but he's an underachiever in my opinion. I feel like Tyler Lockett at times was the number one receiver. You can make that argument based on the numbers. They offensive line, I still want to see. Javon told me they got new guys. They got guys that are healthy now. I just want to see it. Like all these years, their offensive line has been just shot. So the running game has not been as efficient as it should have been. So I just don't know. I like T.J. Warren being there though. I feel like he's more a trustworthy running back than R.G. Harris.
Yeah.
So, but Steelers at number five. At number six, we're going with the Bengals, man.
Wow.
I'm going
Okay.
with the Bengals. I'm sticking to what I said, bro.
Hmm.
Everybody's the Bengals are awful defensively. I truly believe they will be better. Do I think they're gonna be top five? No, but they have a new DC. I mean, they got a new defensive coordinator. They got a bunch of draft. I think they top four picks in the draft with all on the defensive side of the ball. And then when we saw in the preseason, they had two guys. They're two top guys that we expect. Are they the number one draft pick and well, what's the name? I can't think of his name right now. Wasn't even there. So we can't really judge them right now. I feel like as the season progresses, they can be a top 20 defense. And that's all the Bengals need to really get to the playoffs, is to be a top 20 defense. So give me the Bengals at number six and number seven. Give me the Patriots. I'm with you, man. The Patriots, I got them at number seven, man. It was tough. It was between them and the Broncos. I had to get the Broncos out of there and go with the Patriots because they got a favorable schedule, man. Like real quick, I just want to like real quick, AJ. I know we got
Hmm.
time.
I got you.
All right, the Patriots, right? Raiders, Dolphins, Steelers, Panthers, Bills, Saints, Titans, Browns.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Falcons, Bucks, Jets, Bengals, Giants, Bills, Ravens, Jets, Dolphins. So the Dolphins, I'm not a huge believer in them this year. They usually own the Patriots. I think they're gonna take Tyreek Hill is not even you saw he's not even a captain, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's not good. I
Hmm.
know it's not people say it's not a big deal, but your best player is your captain. That's like what the heck
Right.
is going on?
Right.
And they got so they're in a weak division also, and I think they could possibly split with Buffalo this year. So give me the Patriots at 7.
I'm not mad at that. I think what throws mine off is the having the Chiefs at 5. Because when you had the Chiefs at 5, it bumps some teams down a little bit. Like, ooh. But I got Broncos making the playoffs, bro. I'm trying
I
to
got you
tell
at
you,
3.
bro. What'd you say?
I got them at 3.
No, I'm saying, yeah, I'm saying
Oh,
with them
you,
for me,
you.
yeah, with me having the Broncos winning the division, it's no way I'm gonna say the Chiefs gonna miss the playoffs.
I
So
feel
they
you.
naturally take one of them wild card spots, and it's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
top
yeah.
one. So then the rest of it get kind of clunky towards the end. But other than that, I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I think the Broncos gonna make the playoffs. They gonna be that third seed. It's gonna be interesting.
I just feel
But
like too many people are high on them. I don't know. I'm getting
fair.
a bad feeling about them.
That's fair.
Like,
That's fair.
yeah.
It could go one way or another. It could go the way of like everybody ended up being right and assuming that they're gonna be really good, or everybody's, you know what I mean, is wrong. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been wrong too before, so it just happened. It happens like that. And appreciate the comment about Burrow. It depends
Oh,
on
go
what
ahead.
version of Burrow. Depends on what version of Burrow pulls up offensively. Listen, the thing is, like, I think we saw maybe the best version of Burrow last year. He could be a tick better when it comes to capitalizing in big time moments at the end of games, divisional games like against the Ravens, and he could be better in the very beginning of the season. But like, I think Burrow is gonna be Burrow. It's gonna be on this defense to make a few extra plays, and it's gonna be on him to make plays when it matters to close games out.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think they've done enough this offseason that makes me be like, okay, they gon'
That's fair.
you know what I mean? So,
I do
but
want to say this though, because
go ahead, go ahead.
I want this to be clipped up. All right, I said this in the chat, but I want to clip this up. I know we want. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I don't like Joe Burrow. I'm not saying that, but it's what I'm saying. Can we be consistent when it comes to ranking Joe Burrow? Because when Joe Burrow beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, he wasn't a guy. It was a defense. Go back and watch that Titans game. They threw 3 interceptions and won by a field goal. The Titans did. Threw 3 interceptions and only won by a field goal. It was like 17-14. Burrow didn't even throw a touchdown that game. Then they played the Chiefs. Mahomes was killing the first half, but right before the first half, they went for on the fourth down. Andy Reid, that was a bad thing. And then since then, Mahomes went in the same. They shut down Mahomes in the second half of the game. Even in overtime, Burrow didn't do nothing. Mahomes threw a pick, and they got into field goal range, and they won the game. And Burrow got so much praise for beating Mahomes that year, and he had nearly anything to do with it. It was the defense. But last year, the defense don't show up. He shows up. They don't make the playoffs. Now they want to blame the defense and still praise Burrow. We got to pick one. We can't praise Burrow when the defense show up and he don't. But then when the defense show up and he does, they don't win. You can't do that. We got to pick a side. Don't praise him when he already stats and lose, but then praise him at the same time when he don't have the stats and win. Pick one. I just wanted to say that.
I like that. I got nothing to say to that. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that at all. As far as me, I just need to see more. I need to see them accolades stack up with the other guys we put them in conversations with. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
JD5 about to pass him though. Let's get to it.